7, this is Chrissy, and today we're talking about how you can use Dr. K Kinesiology Tape to help with plantar fasciitis. Now, plantar fasciitis is a condition that is quite common in the community. It can happen in a variety of settings, whether it be an office-based environment, industrial, exercise. It's essentially a pain that occurs at the base of your heel, and it can happen for a variety of reasons, but taping can be a really effective strategy to help to decompress and unload the area of pain to help facilitate walking and normal activity. So for plantar fasciitis taping, we want to prepare the area by ensuring that the area is lengthened. So we're going to try and do it with your foot in a seated position, on a chair or a bed or something like that. We're going to measure a piece of tape that runs from the base of your toes around to the back of your heel. Now this one's a bit of a unique tape because we're actually going to start it a bit higher up and run it over your toes. So we're going to make sure we allow enough room for that, but we don't want to go too long at the other end as well. So this is one where you will actually measure the length of the full application because you know you're going to go a bit further around the corner. So we can cut to our length. We're going to cut the corners off. And as I said, this one's a little bit different because we're going to use the toes as an anchor point. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold down one end of the tape, about maybe an inch, a couple of centimetres, and we're going to cut 2 toe holes out of it. So we're going to use our scissors to cut around a little half circle, and then another one. And we're going to use these little pieces to anchor our tape on effectively. So we're going to take our piece of tape with our toe holes cut in it, and we're going to actually tear halfway along those holes. So we're going to pull back, tear those pieces along those holes to separate that little portion of tape from the rest. And we're going to leave that there for the moment and feed that over the top of our second and third toe. And once that's been fed in, you can take the paper off the front there, off the top of your foot, and just stick that down to anchor it on to the top of the foot. And then you can peel back those little pieces that we've left in there, just grab onto them one by one. They should poke out pretty easily. And once you've got all 3 of them out, that's it. So once all 3 of those are out, just peel them back enough that you can stick a little portion of that tape just into that little base of your toe there. Once that's done, you can turn your foot around, hang off the edge of the bed, and then we're going to peel back the rest of the tape. And we're going to use 50 to 75, you can give this a bit of a stretch and run it all the way back to your heel. So reasonable tension. Once you hit the heel, let it go without any tension, and then just gently fold that back along the line of the arch to get it to stick effectively. Give it a good rub to make sure it sticks in the arch of your foot well. And then we're going to get a piece to use to decompress horizontally over the area of pain, which is usually around about the base of that heel there. So we're going to measure a piece of tape that's going to run up either side of that heel. And again, we're going to cut the corners off. We're going to fold and tear through the middle, exposing the centre of our tape. Chrissy can take over. And we're going to apply about 75% tension, centering the tape over that sort of portion of your heel where the pain is. And stick down. And then the tails can then feed up along the edge of the ankle. Really being mindful that you don't overlap the edges of the tape with the piece that's already around the heel there. The tape doesn't stick as well to itself as it does to you, so it's liable to come off if you're not careful. So as with all kinesiology taping applications, we want to ensure that the tape doesn't come off. So in this particular case, being careful when you're putting socks on is really important because it tends to peel around to hit the heel where the tape crosses over itself. If you're in bed, wearing socks is helpful because it'll prevent the sheets from rubbing on the tape. Patting dry after a shower rather than rubbing. Making sure we don't use moisturisers or lotions or oils before application. Plantar fasciitis is a condition that can be really helpfully addressed by a number of other strategies too. So icing the area can be really good, and often it's beneficial to get a plastic bottle and freeze that and then use that for ice massage. That helps quite well. And you can also use little gel heel inserts to try and decompress the area in addition to tape. Avoiding going barefoot is quite a good thing for these types of conditions as well as trying to address the causative factors as well, perhaps mechanical issues or overuse or something along that line. So for more information, just visit sportstrap.com.au.